Hey, what's going on? You're tuned into the Daily Geek right here on SweetGeek.tv. I'm your host, Griffin, and today is October 24th, 2008, episode 57 on a beautiful Friday right here in Colorado. It is awesome. But you know what? We gotta get to the geek news, so let's do it with story number one. Rubicon Consulting is reporting that word of mouth and online reviews are playing a big part in people's decisions to buy different stuff. Now, what is the study also saying? Well, that the internet, people are expecting customer support via the internet. Now, a lot of offline companies haven't necessarily put all the money and staffing into customer support online that they have off. So this study is proving that people aren't expecting, you know, the same level of service when they go in online, which is a pretty big deal, big win for, you know, the online e-commerce market. Let's move on to story number two. Nintendo is saddling up for the #1 position this Christmas, but who is going to get the #2 spot? Is it going to be Xbox or PlayStation 3? Well, Xbox, of course, right now is currently outselling the PlayStation 3, and they have some big new services coming. You know, the new Xbox Live service is coming out November 19th. They also have a game, you know, Gears of War 2 coming out. Both very exciting. What does PlayStation 3 have on board? Well, they've been waiting for Little Big Planet to come out, which, you know, analysts are saying is going to be kind of a saving grace for PlayStation, but not enough to get the #2 slot. At least that's what the analysts are saying. Kind of interesting news to see how the Christmas plays out with the economy and what, you know, console gets the #2 slot, since Nintendo is almost guaranteed the #1. Let's move on to story number 3. Congratulations to Kevin Rose. Of course, he is the creator of Digg.com, which, of course, I'm sure you've heard of, right? Well, he was on the cover, or excuse me, is on the cover of Inc. magazine this month, which is a huge deal for, well, I just think for him for one, and just, you know, the internet community as another. I love Inc. magazine. In fact, it's one of my favorite magazines that I actually still read, you know, on paper. So congratulations to Kevin on that. Let's move on to story number 4. EU nations are banding together to fight against child pornography. Now, it's been hard for them to communicate beyond, you know, their country's boundaries, but now, you know, this new agreement is basically saying that they're going to be able to share information and hopefully fight online pornography better. So that is definitely a cool deal. Let's move on to story number 5. Last story of the day. Yahoo is infiltrating the Big O. Of course, I'm meaning Omaha, Nebraska, my old home. That's right, Yahoo's moving in with a $100 million data center that they're going to be staffing around 50 different people. It's made, you know, solidified today, you know, the Friday the 24th, that they are going to be making this investment. The building's already bought and all that. What's really crazy is that just across the river from Omaha, in Council Bluffs, Iowa, Google has already made a big investment of $600 million into a data center there. I don't think it's up yet, but they've already committed that money to that and to staff 200 people, which is a big deal for Council Bluffs for sure. But that is not it, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Microsoft also playing in the Midwest, in Des Moines, Iowa to be exact, to open a facility just like Google's around the $500 million mark. So, you know, what's funny is, well, I was in the Midwest, no technology whatsoever. All of a sudden, I leave the Midwest and boom, Yahoo, Microsoft, and Google all in the Midwest. That's just crazy. That is the Geek News for October 24th, 2008, episode 57 of the Daily Geek on SweetGeek.tv. I'm, of course, your host, Griffin Granberg, and the question of the day. Well, I think this, you know, I brought up gaming, which, you know, I'm not a huge gamer by any means. I do love playing games, but I'm absolutely no good at it. What is your favorite gaming console? Do you like the Nintendo Wii? Do you like Super Nintendo? Huh? Maybe. Of all time, that's the question. What is your favorite console of all time? You know, the PlayStation, the Xbox, the Nintendo. Let me know on whatever site you're viewing this video on. Comment there. I will make sure to comment back every single comment that you leave. And there you have it. That is the Geek News. We did it all week long. Let's take the weekend off. Let's try to relax and enjoy the weekend. I hope you do have a fantastic weekend. I'll try to do the same. And I will catch you right back here on Monday.